So the essence of it is that our triggers and judgments and reactivity connecting to each other, and Scott, that's an important part of our KI work. And it's not like, oh yeah, I'm doing my work, but you know, this is the shit here that's happening that if it only didn't happen, then it would be better. No, this is my work. You know, this trigger is actually, now we are getting into something, you know. And so the essence of my teaching here is to not hold our triggers and judgments as sacred, and to put our triggers and judgments on a chopping block of inquiry. I don't know who said this, Toshi or somebody, but I like that. Samurai. This is especially tricky in our community because we don't want to be like nice, to be nice all the time with each other, and like this, like, oh yeah, like fake smile and all that. So we are doing anger repression, fear repression. Many of us have this good boy, girl, peacemaker, be quiet, stay small, don't stir the boat. We have this program, avoiding conflict. Many of us have this, and through the work we are doing, it's hard to keep doing that. So we are now getting more edgy, and also it's encouraged in, hey, just express, just tell him, express, feel it, express it. So yeah, and there's this, I guess, a more clumsy phase when it's no longer repressed. And suddenly we have this irritation. I'm like upset, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to tell you this, and then you this, and you that. So it is great in a way. It doesn't go on my joints anymore, or doesn't go doesn't become a contracted, frozen stuff, my anger. But now I may go through this clumsy phase of shooting it on people, or just being in it for a long time and forgetting some, which is better, but then the idea is to not to forget some important spiritual principles, like that you are not responsible for how I feel. My emotions are self-created. I'm not angry or sad because of you, because you said this, or you did that, or you wrote that, or you said that. Yeah, so that's, you can challenge me on here, but because you take 10 people, put it in a simulation room, and you tell them something. Yeah, all these 10 people will react differently. Somebody will be pissed and like, how can you say this? How can you do that? I can't believe that. Yeah, somebody will be like, huh, whatever, man. And somebody will be like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so what this means is that I am responsible of my reaction. This is connected to my shit. So while not repressing it, and while not being a good boy, and while now, instead of, I used to do this a lot. Oh, I'm irritated now, so I'm going to breathe and witness it, and I'm not it, and I'm coming back to presence. Yeah, I used to do that for a long time. That created a lot of problems, and I couldn't speak up. I couldn't put boundaries. So yeah, so it's great that now it's online. My anger, my frustration, my hurt, it's online. But it's time now to not take the sacred, and to be that I'm right. I could be right, you know, but to look at it, and see what are the components of that. Whenever there's a strong trigger, it's suspicious. I mean, it's suspicious, meaning that it's a great opportunity for inner exploration. Yeah, it's something to do with me. Yes, there's maybe one part present and a lot of part past here. Yeah. So be open to this and try to see this in yourself. Also, if you are honest, if we are honest, we are attending meetings here with me or with Scott or with whoever, and somebody says something and we're like, whatever, man. Like, you know, we have some people that we don't like. We have some people that we judge. We have some people that we like scoff at. Yeah. And that's a human. Yeah. Or we are like, we have some favorite people that like, oh man, God, this Joe is coming, like, God. Yeah. So if we are really honest, we do have those things. Yeah. And that's okay. That's not, we are not supposed to like everybody and to be kumbaya with everybody. Yeah. But let's look at this. Let's look at this. I talked to some of you, and I've seen this in myself, in this community and in other communities. I reach a point where with someone I have judgments and I'm triggered, I'm charged. And if I somehow don't withdraw and close them or kill them in my mind or whatever, if I talk to that person in a skillful way, sometimes, or we process something, or I self-process myself, I would realize that, oh man, that was all my shit. And actually, I like this person. And actually now we transmuted our relationship from trigger judgment, disconnection to real closeness, conscious closeness. You know, some of you told me this, it happened to you, it happened to me. So, you know, so that's my spiel. And I would like to do some experiential process on that.